Oh, where are my manners? Christ is risen. Alma seacum. Christos anesti. So, I haven't even spoken half on the toll houses of stuff. That's why it's wrong. It was just the rundown. Or even how Seraphim Rose actually rejected them before he died. Um, but next is transubstantiation. Do we believe in transubstantiation? No. Where is it in the Seven Ecumenical Councils? Where is it in our liturgy? Now, the term, and I've seen this. I've seen this at St. George, the Antiochian Orthodox Cathedral in Cicero, where they'll have cards with the Theotokos on it. Like, they'll have something like this, and it'll be laminated, right? Like with the plastic around it. And on the back, it'll like have a prayer to her or hymn to her, and they'll call her co-mediatrix and co-redemptrix. It's a misunderstanding of the language. Instead of like best intercessor or whatever, because they're borrowing from Catholic stuff and it sounds nice. She's not co-mediatrix or co-redemptrix at all. That's the Orthodox. That's blasphemy. Transubstantiation explains how the Eucharist, the incidents and the accidents, and applies Aristotelian logic to it. You can slap on turn the term transubstantiation into find a Greek word that sounds nice, right? And then explain it in a very non-in-depth, very in a way where it sounds like, oh yeah, well we believe that, and the definition would be to the point where the Anglicans and the Lutherans would accept that. But that's not what transubstantiation is. Transubstantiation was arrived at by Thomas Aquinas through Aristotelian logic. Now, the holy mysteries of God were revealed. Once something is revealed by God, you don't go and mess around with that, of where and how and the incidences and the accidences, and we can apply Aristotelian logic to this, even though by definition you can't, right? If you believe that's through the body and blood of Christ, then no, you couldn't, right? Like you're only trying to explain how it happens or when it happens or why doesn't it appear like flesh or why doesn't the wine taste like blood. Now you're screwing around with the holy things of God. I'm surprised they haven't done this to baptism. But the Eucharist, which is vital and important, now I know the Roman Catholics condemn, even though they've had saints that have claimed this where they've bitten into the host and it bled, which goes against Roman Catholic teaching and also goes against the Orthodox teaching as well. But no. When the laity describe their belief in the host, right, the Roman Catholic host, that's fine, and I can agree with them. Using all the terminology that fully describes transubstantiation, I'd say, whoa, you're heading into blasphemy. It's like saying, I know how the Mount Sinai was on fire. I can actually show how it was, and this, or even that would be less, something like transfiguration. But to take the gifts of God, the holy mysteries that were given to us, baptism, the Eucharist, even confession. When are you forgiven? Well, you're forgiven when you ask of it, but also at the chalice when you take the Eucharist. That's where forgiveness of sins is forgiven at. But also the thief on the cross was forgiven. Also, so to pinpoint these things down, this idea of ecumenism is good and let's make nice, right? We should make nice with everybody and blah 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 blah, and then say, well, oh no, you guys believe in sending finding a word in Greek that they could use for transubstantiation that didn't sound like transubstantiation, and then describing it very, I don't want to say poorly, but in broad, like as if you're explaining it to a child in broad terms and kind of very ecumenical wise. Of course, oh yeah, we believe that. Oh, see, they said they believed in transubstantiation. So there's a fair chunk of the Orthodox Church that says even those people who say they do are speaking out of ignorance, and they need to shut their mouths. Because no, we don't. Just go ask any priest in the Eastern Orthodox Church, do we believe in transubstantiation? No. And you should abstain from the chalice if you are an Eastern Orthodox Christian that is declaring transubstantiation to be true. You should abstain from the chalice. And that's not me saying that. The church actually says this. So Catholics, yeah, it's fine for them to believe that because that's one of their beliefs. But when you say the Eastern Orthodox do, I go speak to your spiritual father, your parish priest, and even your local bishop. Talk to your local bishop about it. Because if there's so many people out there saying this, which I thought all Orthodox knew this, they actually should. And this is the first time I've stumbled across it, but yeah, this is one of the things where we need to contend for the faith and stamp this out. This is improper. People are being improperly catechized. All right, peace to you.